So today turned out to be a pretty wild day. It started out with essentially the Battlefield reveal. We are getting Battlefield 6, and then like a short hour after that, Call of Duty puts out their Season 4 outro cinematic. So for the first time since 2021, we have that Battlefield versus Call of Duty competition going on once again. Now, the cinematic I have not watched yet, so we're going to check it out for the first time together and see what the ending of Season 4 is about. Keep in mind, this isn't the new cinematic for Season 5. This is the ending cinematic for Season 4, which, yes, seemed to be like the longest season ever. So let's dive in. Okay, that's the phone booth from the very first mission. We're also now in 1992.
Yeah.
What?
Where is that?
Zev, we'll wheels up to Langley in an hour. Where the hell you at?
Kuzmin broke the code names.
And the pantheon scattering like cockroaches. We're going home.
So that's Avalon.
Full pardons. No more rogue shit.
You know I was never going with you.
But this is your chance to start over.
No,
So she's staying in Avalon.
my chance is right here. Thanks to you, Avalon's factions are vulnerable. They could use someone to guide them into the future.
Interesting.
Thought you were done working from the shadows.
I am.
Okay, so
Take care of your people, Woods.
we're
I'll see
leaving
you around.
Savati. And there's the Avalon reveal. Weird lighting on it. Very different than any of the maps that we actually see on Avalon. There's like clearly a storm over top of it. I wonder what they're planning on doing with that. I have a couple theories. Anything else? No. Okay, so there's a couple things you need to break down. First things first, we have the beginning. So this phone booth is similar to how the Black Ops 6 campaign starts, with Case going to the phone booth and actually receiving the call from Savati. This time, Savati is making the call to Frank Woods. So it looks as though Adler is going to answer it here. Adler does not answer it.
Yeah.
Woods.
Zev, we'll wheels up to Langley in an hour. Where the hell you at?
Kuzmin broke.
Now, one thing that's interesting here is there's no new operators in this one, which does make sense for the Season 4 ending cinematic, but we'll come back to that in a
The
second.
code names.
And the
So Stitch broke the code names.
pantheon scattering like cockroaches. We're going home. Full pardon.
So they just beat Pantheon with a full pardon, which they didn't even need a pardon. That part of the story is dumb. So who was Pantheon? Who were the people inside the CIA? They just don't answer it. They're just like, oh, they're gone. They're scattered like cockroaches. Pantheon dealt with. So basically the entire post-seasonal story was about hunting down Pantheon, and now they're just gone, nowhere to be seen, taken out. That's dumb.
No more rogue shit.
So no more rogue shit. So the cool thing about this is this sets up the scene that we see in Black Ops 2 when Frank Woods rolls up to David Mason and like just says, hey, like I'm here for you now, which lines up with what we saw in the campaign when you have that conversation with him. He tells you that like once this is all done and dealt with, I'm going to go take care of David Mason, which that pretty much confirms that's what happened.
You know I was never going with you.
But this is your chance to start over.
No, my chance is right here.
So in other words, she wants to stay in Avalon. She is in Avalon here. She wants to stay in Avalon and take care of things and build a brighter future. I think that's the words she used. Now that's important.
Thanks to you, Avalon's factions are vulnerable.
So their factions are vulnerable, one of which is the Guild, which is also the thing in Black Ops 7.
They could use someone to guide them into the future.
That's a weird statement. They could use someone to guide them into the future. Then we see the Black Ops 7 trailer where we have Emma Kagan, who definitely is different than Savati Dumas, but interesting. So that's who guides them into the future. And then we find out via the most recent thing is we are going to be against the Guild within Black Ops 7. That's actually a video I'm now going to have to put out tomorrow.
Thought you were done working from the shadows.
I am.
So the done working in the shadows thing, if you don't already know, she was an assassin for the Guild. The Guild tricked her into killing her husband. and then she said she wanted to take down the guild. Now she's done working in the shadows, and she's going to take down the guild, assumably from the inside, which is going to tie directly into Black Ops 7. So we can definitely see where season 5 is going moving forward. Now, the question is, who are they going to add as an operator within season 5?
Take care of your people.
That is the real question.
I'll see you around.
And then it's super weird that they revealed this. Because here's the thing, this is going to be a big part of Black Ops 7. I think there's going to be outbreak maps for zombies on Avalon. I think Avalon is going to be the new Warzone map. Eventually, that's pretty much confirmed. We know Avalon is the main playable area for the co-op campaign within Call of Duty Black Ops 7. So this is like the next big area. Now, here's the thing. Based off of this video, none of these textures are done. Like when we see Avalon in the Black Ops 7 trailer, this is all done, rendered out. It looks complete. This looks like the version, if you go onto Stakeout, for example, and you go into spectator third person mode and you zoom out and you look over the vista, like the trees aren't fully rendered in. This is what it looks like, but with a different lighting. Like this looks like a darker, cloudier lighting of that exact same area, which is super, super weird. Now in here, I'm trying to see if we have any landmarks. We have the bridge over here. We have what appears to be a hotel. You have a Ferris wheel down here. It doesn't pan to anything else. It just gives an overview of the vista. So we now know basically with season 5, it is going to take place on Avalon and probably directly tie into the reveal of Black Ops 7. So we know the reveal of Black Ops 7, we're going to have a mission of the campaign probably given to us on August 19th. We know that this comes out, I believe August 7th is when season 5 comes out. And as far as season 5 goes, I think we are going to get the reveal of a character that kind of crosses over between the year 1991 and 2035. Now, keep in mind, that is essentially 40 years apart, a little bit more than 40 years apart. So it's a completely different generation of people. Like at that point, David Mason, I believe, is in his 50s. So he's not like a young soldier by any means anymore. So you're essentially working with David Mason's children, which we know is Savannah Mason and Jessica Mason, tying into the guild, which now Savati Dumas is going to try to push in the right direction. So you can kind of see where they're going with this story, but there's a gap. There's a really, really big gap, which Black Ops 2 does kind of fill in with the events of David Mason and Raul Menendez. But there's gonna be something that happens on Avalon that ties everything together. And I think that's what we can expect to see in season 5, which might be coming out with the trailer, with the cinematic as soon as tomorrow. I think with season 4 or end of season 3 into season 4, it was like 1 or 2 days apart were the 2 different trailers. So stay tuned for that. Make sure you're subscribed. If you like Call of Duty story, this is a good place. I'm going to have a full breakdown of this on Inkslasher later today after a couple hours of editing. And we will have that go up over there. But for a first reaction, that's my initial reaction. If I missed anything, let me know down in the comments. And we might actually have 3 videos today. So stay tuned. Make sure you're subscribed. Have notifications on. Battlefield 6, Black Ops 7, and Season 4 of Black Ops 6. And then maybe we'll throw in a little GTA 6 video later today. Maybe. Make sure you're subscribed. Notifications. All the good jazz. Thanks for watching. Later, dudes.